Hello and welcome to Prateek Chess Videos.
Hello chess friends, today we are going to see the game between Karpov and Korchnoi from 1974. This game was played between Karpov and Korchnoi in 1974. Let's start this game. Okay, the game started e4 and then c5, the Sicilian defense, knight to f3, d6, d4, the open variation of the Sicilian defense going according to theory c into d4, knight to d4, knight f6, knight c3 and g6. Okay, so now this is the dragon variation. Actually, uh, uh, you might see many games and think, why is the Sicilian defense so popular? So there are reasons because of it. First reason is that it is entertaining and attacking. In any other, no other opening you can find such a attacking position for black. Second, it's like a play for win. It's a high risk for both players, and it's a very good opening. So, and the third is that black has a very big choice of moves. If you see, like from the here knight f3, here there is instead of d6, there's e6, the uh, Taimanov, there's knight c6, old variation. There's this g6 move, hyper accelerated dragon. So there are options right from the first move. I mean second move. And then you go d6, d4, takes. And now also there are options instead of knight to f6. I hope so, like knight into d4. Actually here there are not options, but still if you see, like even if we go to the second move, e6 is the French variation leading to d4, c into d4, knight into d4, and now there's this a6 move leading to the Khan variation. There's knight c6 leading to the Taimanov, knight f6 leading to the Scandinavian variation. So there are many moves here. A6, like if you play 2 dot or knight c6, then we get to the here there's g6 accelerated dragon, and now there's this e5 move, Lasker Pelican variation, d6 move, classical variation. Yeah, there's this e5 and d6 moves. So yeah, classical variation. Then we reach Richard Ross variation. So many abilities here. Like instead of g6, there's also moves e6 and then a6 leading to the Nassdorf e6 leading to the Scandinavian variation, and knight c6 leading to the classical variation. These are a few of the options of the Sicilian. Okay, so but in the game it was played the move g6. So now there it is better move. I mean, it is also one of the variations. Now bishop to e3. This reaches the very complex dragon variation. Bishop e3, bishop g7, and now f3. Idea of f3 is that if you play queen d2 long castle, then there comes this annoying move knight to g4. So that's why now here after bishop e7, bishop e3, bishop g7, f3, knight c6, and now knight c6, and now queen d2 is the move, short castle, and now there are alternatives. Okay, this is the Yugoslav attack, and now there are alternatives. So see, if we go from the beginning, so here, queen d2, short castle. Now in the game bishop c4 was played, which is the more popular. Another move is long castle. So bishop to c4 is like the kind of main move, and long castle is the next main move. Bishop c4 is more played, but very short. So bishop to c4, 5000 games, and short castle 4000 games. Okay, let's see bishop to c4. If long castle was played, then there's this d5 move, and e into d5 is one option, and there's also this interesting sideline queen to e1, e into d5, knight into d5, and if we reach this bishop d4, e5, bishop c5, and then there's this line of here bishop e6. We sacrifice the exchange, but white should not take it. And now rook to e8, h4, h6, g4, and we reach this amazingly complicated variation. Yeah, here g5, and now after h5, this is very much complicated position. So, and if you play g4 here, then there's this move bishop to e6. This old move was recently resurrected by Hikaru Nakamura. He played this line very much, and you can see Hikaru Nakamura has many times played this line. Okay, so let's get into the main line. Bishop to c4. Now after bishop to c4, there's this move bishop to d7. Long castle is the main move here, but there's also this h4 move, which was played in the game, in the main game. If long castle, then rook c8, and then bishop to b3, and now knight to e5. This is a This is the kind of main line. And now king to b1, rook to e8, h4, h5, bishop h6, knight c4, bishop into c4, rook into c4, bishop g7, king g7, and now knight to d5. This is the main line, and here there are many. This is very complicated position with 3 results game. And there's also this option of knight into d4 here, leading to the so-called Topalov variation. C b5. Here knight d5, knight into d5, bishop into d5, king into g7, e into d5, a5. This leads to the extremely complicated Topalov variation. There's this nice sack here. See, this comes in the line. You play a3 and then a4, bishop a2, and now I believe what's the problem with this move. Okay, I understood. So this is in a line where, see, bishop to b3, knight into d4, bishop into b4, d5 takes, a5. Now there's a3 and then king to g8, right? And now if you play rook h e1, and then there's queen to b, there's this cunning move, queen to b6. If you take on here, then I think there's this very good, still no, there's somewhere there's a sacrifice of bishop into rook into c2 check. Okay, I don't remember, but in the game h4 was played, and now after h4, rook c8, bishop b3, knight e5. Now long castle, simple moves. And now here, knight to c4, bishop into c4, rook into c4, and now h5 was played. Now because h into g6 is coming, and then bishop h6, bishop into g7 is also coming, this attack is building up and black attack is also starting, but this attack is pretty quick. So here knight into h5, and now g4, attacking the h5 knight. Now knight to f6, knight goes back, and now comes knight d to e2. And now this idea of this move is that the knight will come to g3 or f4 in later moves, and then there will be a pawn storm. White will play bishop h6, then queen to h5, and then more and more, so much more. So here after knight d to e2 comes the amazing move. Oh no, nothing amazing, nothing amazing. Don't be such widened. Nothing. It's just queen to a5, bishop to h6, and now we trade the bishop. Rook f to c8. We take on g7. King takes on g7. Queen to h6 check. King to g8, and now it's just completely, I mean, it's now just very much better. Rook to d3, and now here after rook 4 c5, can you foresee the brilliant finish? Now, pause the video and think. Okay, first move first, it's g5. Uh, it's a good pawn sack. Now, if you take on g5, which happened in the game, if you play knight to h5, then no worry, I just play knight to g3, right? Oh, knight f4 is even better. Knight f4, if you plan rook into g5, then I just intercept rook d5, and now if you take, and then I take, and now knight into h, knight into e7 check is coming, knight into h5 is coming. This position is just lost. So g5 was played in the game, rook into g5, and now it was completely over. Now pause the video and find the blow that finishes the game. Here comes rook to d5, a brilliant move. What a move! Glory! My goodness. This move is such an amazing move. Okay, this was good. So after rook to d5 comes rook into d5, and now knight into d5. And now after knight into d5, this game is completely over now. Not a thing left. Rook to e8, and now knight e to f4. Just bringing the knight to make sure it doesn't get anything. Bishop to c6, e5, bishop into d5, e into f6, e into f6. Queen, actually, bishop into d5, it was played e into f6, and now here there's this move e into f6, after which queen into h7, and we win. Yeah, yep, that's it. Okay, and that's that. Wait, what? Okay, so king f8 and then queen to h8 is winning. So an amazing game by Korchnoi and Karpov. We learned from this game how to like build an attack pretty fast. So it started like this opening knight d2. It was all good, but then Karpov started a very big attack with takes, and then every move was just consolidating and bringing his pieces into the game, and he won a brilliant game. So okay, this was the game. I hope you liked this video, and don't forget to click the star bell icon. Thank you.